In the movement, there's a real strong dialogue happening right now that's actually debunking this idea that we're going to go back to back alley abortions because of the existence of medication abortion. This is a safe and effective set of medications. You can safely take them at home on your own early term for the vast majority of the cases. And that even speaks to the travel needs that you're describing as well. So I just want to make sure you're not missing the opportunity to understand safe self-managed abortion and medication abortion, period, because we're just not really talking about back alley procedure anymore as we think about how to get people care, because that's not what needs to happen. I hope that makes sense.
Oh no, absolutely, and I think that the large majority of quote unquote illegal abortions will be taking place with someone who discreetly receives abortion pills and is able to safely do it in their own home. I think the addendum to saying we shouldn't think of pre-Roe abortions as like our vision for what abortion will be like post-Roe. I also think we have to acknowledge the fact that one big difference is we have the existence of digital surveillance of a kind that was completely unheard of before. And we also have, since 9/11, a legal apparatus that has again and again and again and again eroded any possible right to privacy that people have, has rubber stamped government intrusion into digital surveillance over and over and over again. And I absolutely believe that the Texas state government, the Utah state government, the Mississippi state government, etc., will go to enormous lengths to track people, their movements, and what they're up to. There's been a whole dialogue about deleting your period tracker app or its data. And I think that's wise, but I think that's only part of it. I mean, if you ever look at some of this Edward Snowden things that he revealed, the amount of data that they can scrape from you, even under even without a warrant or a subpoena, which is, as I just said, the wall for that is very small anyway now. But just from your metadata, they can track where you are all the time, right? So if you're a woman who's pregnant and you let anyone know that you're pregnant on the internet, right, it's entirely possible for the state to document you as someone who has declared themselves to be pregnant, and then to track your movements both within and outside of the state at all times. For example, the government is perfectly capable of knowing which cell phone towers your cell phone pings as you move around, right? It provides very strong data on your location, even if you're not using GPS. So, we have to be prepared for the fact that, I think, again, I would echo Amy in saying that the large majority of illegal abortions are going to be taking place with a pill, but we can't become complacent and think, oh, we can just put a box of pills in the mail and everything will work out, because they will very quickly, start to monitor the mail in such a way that they're looking to find these and intercept them and punish the people who are going to receive them. I think a great task in front of us is keeping people safe from the sort of dragnet of digital surveillance.
When you talk about digital surveillance, also talk about ways, what you can do too, because there's a lot of fear going around with people right now. I was going to say the Digital Defense Fund .org is a great, they have all kinds of information on how to do this, and EFF.org also does, as well as to how to keep track of things. I saw this around the period apps. It's delete your period app, and learn how to keep a notebook, give some more options as to how to do that. When you're talking about these things are going to shut down and these things are going to shut down, also talk about here's what we're going to do as a community to get you these things. What we are going to provide. Here is what exists, and we're going to give it to you. And I think the more we talk that we're going to do that, and the more that we say this is how we are going to act as community, then that's going to be normalized. I mean, you can change the topic around this by just participating in ways that are brazen.